I would have never thought my last year of college would be online. The place that let me have the most freedom of expression, a loving community, and artists just like me was ripped away, all due to COVID. With this huge transition, this makes me wonder, are professors doing okay? How are students? This change has been more than challenging for me. This makes me wonder, what is the reality of this? What is the reality of online learning? Being back home with my family has been beyond challenging with my work. Juggling school while being affected by the influence of the problems of my environment has negatively affected my mental health and schoolwork. Being at home has made me closer with my pets, but that doesn't change the way that my environment is. I wanted to get a better perspective on how others feel, so I proposed a poll on Facebook of the Facebook forum page of my college. This helped me gather a little bit more information on who I should ask and what perspectives that I can gather from this. I received a comment from Melissa, and I thought her perspective as a professor would be really unique. This made me want to reach out and hear a little bit more. This leads me to my first interview with Tyler, a painting and drawing student that's studying remote this semester. So after 5 transfers later, I make my way to Long Island. I interview Tyler in his studio at home, asking him questions about how he feels of his semester and how things are going for him.
I'm Tyler. I'm a Purchase painting and drawing student. I'm currently on my last leg of my junior year, so next semester I'll be a senior. I am currently taking all of my classes online here at home in my lovely town of Eastport in Long Island. Yeah.
So with you saying that you're an artist and taking art classes at Purchase, how's it going with online courses and the comparison from in person?
Well, I would say it's vastly different, and I wouldn't say it's something I would prefer. I'm definitely missing out on a lot of core important aspects that I would be having in person classes, and shoddy internet and long Zoom calls are really not, I would say, the creative, inspirational environment that I'm used to at Purchase. So.
Being at home, do you feel like your home environment's affecting your work?
Yeah, well, I will definitely say my home environment is affecting on all aspects of what I'm doing at school currently.
Your work's not being negatively affected, right? There's
no
negative
guess
effect.
When it comes to my work in itself, I'm definitely lacking the space and the personal environment that I would be receiving from Purchase as a junior student. I would be getting my own personal studio right now, so not having that, that's definitely, not allowing me to do certain things. I have a very limited space, my little corner of my room, so my work is definitely, you can say, limited to what I have in my room. But silver linings, I suppose, is that the work I'm creating now wouldn't be anything that I would be creating at Purchase, and having to, adapt to this new environment and trying to figure out how to make my own creative juices.
I feel like that's a boat that most students are on, desperately missing the environment that we all need to be on as artists.
Yeah.
I feel that as an artist you can highly connect with that.
Absolutely.
Along with all other students of all different backgrounds, regardless of the major. Personally, I couldn't take the stress and problems that came from being at my home environment, so I found a good situation and was able to move out. This is a solution that not many people can do, but I found an opportunity for me. I moved into NYC. This move gave me the opportunity to make my own environment where I can do my work and create art without the influence of the problems from my home environment. Melissa agreed to do an interview with me to ask her questions about her perspective. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Getting everything together and stuff. So I want to thank you for coming and giving me the availability to ask you some questions and stuff from your perspective. I guess to start off, I will let you do like a little introduction of yourself and tell everyone who you are. And
Yeah, sure. My name is Melissa Rodriguez, and last semester I was an adjunct professor at Brooklyn College, teaching advanced film production.
so going off from when we all first got sent home, was there any challenges that you faced that many students weren't facing as a professor role?
I would say the challenges were, just a little different. I'm sure, the faculty were struggling on how to even conduct Zoom meetings. How do you teach online, right? And quite frankly, students didn't really want to hear that their, $1,000 semester school, that their professor couldn't get it together. And rightfully so. The issue was, I think, obviously this was like an unprecedented time for everyone. So I really think there was big opportunities on both ends on how we were gonna adjust to this new kind of way of learning.
Yeah, it also made me wonder, was students coming forth to you with their problems of this transition of extensions on projects and whatnot like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, look, that was happening a lot. And I think the first thing, just speaking for myself and other faculty, that we really needed to do was, show empathy. Everyone's home life is different. You couldn't assume, one, that kids had the same access to internet, for one, right? And number two, I had students that, when this happened, they had to go back to work. Some of them were essential workers working in grocery stores and stuff. I had students who lost their parents to COVID, their grandparents to COVID. So, that was a lot for me to take in, and I just wanted to make sure I was able to give those students resources. I didn't want to penalize anyone for late assignments, things like that, things that I felt were like out of control. I felt the environment was out of control. So how can I set these kinds of restrictions on my students? I just found that to be really unfair and harsh.
It's like a double-edged sword of just losing so much in person, even beyond the learning in person, but for many people, it's just the escape of being at home and not having to be there the entire year. And that's where it struggles for me the most, of like, it was almost a safe space. Mm-hmm. And being at home this entire time, it's like, what am I creating that is not being slacked on because I'm upset about this? And like being at home is causing all these problems.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm saying too. It's like, I think, the biggest missed opportunity I saw from faculty was that they assumed their students' home environment was going to be exactly the same. And it's not. Some students unfortunately have toxic home environments. I mean, there's a lot at play here. But yeah, I mean, my biggest advice to, students in your situation is honestly, like, don't give up on yourself. Like, see the end goal, see the finish line, and get there however you need to get there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
All right. Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Bye, Melissa.
Bye.
Finally settling in, I was able to focus on my finals and create some stuff with the space that I have available. This new environment gives me so many new opportunities to work with. This workspace means so much to me to be able to make pieces and installations like this. It's also very important to consider what Melissa said, that we have to go into this with a sense of empathy for everyone. This makes me appreciate the little things in life, making me grateful for the things I have.